Please welcome back Errol Lewis.
Okay, folks. Shh. I thought the dinner was great. I had the steak. Big round of applause for Mandarin Oriental. Good food here. Okay, we're going to get on with the program and begin to introduce to you our honorees. Please join me in welcoming Jay Binkowitz to introduce our first honoree, followed by her video.
Good evening. Unlike everybody else here, I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. So, first of all, I have to thank you all for sharing this incredibly special moment in time. Having the opportunity to celebrate Mom's journey with her is a true blessing. We are fortunate to have with us tonight some very special folks who have worked with and supported Mom's efforts during her time at Samaritan. Ruben Jimenez, Jean Oyla, Steve Rockman, John I. Mateo, did I say that right, John? Have all been extraordinarily special for Mom. Josephine Jimenez, as well as Rita Wilson, unfortunately, last minute could not be here this evening. All of these folks, along with Debbie Nipsel, Kay Ray, Cheryl Lyons-Baez, and many others, shared Mom's passion. You know, growing up with Gloria and Jerry Binkowitz as parents was a challenging task. And we were all raised with a very, very strong work ethic. Mom's passion and commitment to Samaritan and Dad's love of participating and helping in every way he could, working endless hours, made an everlasting imprint on my sisters, Sharon, Robin, and me. Learning firsthand the importance of doing what we can for others. Not because we have to, not always because we want to, but simply because it's the right thing to do. This is the enduring legacy. This is the enduring legacy Mom and Dad has given all of us. Mom does not feel that she's done anything extraordinary with her career. As she has said on many occasions, I was just doing my job. But all the people Mom met, both personally and professionally, and all of you here tonight, no different. We've learned a lot from Mom's lifetime of experiences and want to share her wisdom with others. Samaritan Daytop Village honored Mom by naming a home in the Bronx Gloria's House. Today, I'm very proud to say that the Binkowitz family has also honored our mom by establishing the Gloria House Foundation with the mission to support the health, education, and care of those in need. I want to take a moment to read a poem given to Mom during a 1997 volunteer recognition dinner from one of her clients' families. It is entitled, "There Are People." There are people that don't care, people that volunteer, people that let others do the work. Volunteers are really special people. Tonight amongst us, there is a special person that cares. This special person makes things happen. This special person puts others at ease. This special person has a way of comforting others. This special person's helping heart and helping hands are the reason Friends of Samaritan became an organization of volunteers. Whenever there is a need in the Samaritan family, this special person lends her heart and her hands. This special person is my mom. She is being recognized tonight as she was some 18 years ago when she retired for her loyal dedication and outstanding service to volunteerism and the Samaritan Daytop Village family. In the Avenger movies, we learn about superheroes that unselfishly give of themselves to help, support, and save lives. I think Mom certainly checks the boxes for being an Avenger. We love you, Mom, and we are so proud of who you are and all you have accomplished on your amazing journey. I also want to thank Samuel and Latanya Jackson for their incredible support of Samaritan Daytop and to congratulate them for being honored as well. In closing, I want to share with you something. Had my dad been with us, I know he would be walking around selling raffle tickets and telling everybody to get their wallets out. Dad was the best at that. So I hope all of you give generously to a very, very important organization that means so much to so many people. With that, we're going to put up Mom's video to share with everybody. Thank you.
When I first came to Samaritan in 1975, I could tell you the date. I never forgot August 25th. Treatment was still a mystery to me. I did not have training. I was curious and slightly uncomfortable because I didn't know what I was getting into.
Of the 60 sites that Samaritan Daytop operates today, only 3 are named after people that work at the organization. Richard Pruss was a very well-known person in the field. Ed Thompson was also pretty well-known because he was himself a Korean War veteran. Gloria Binkowitz was never a household name throughout the field. You had to have gone through treatment here or worked here to know her.
I'm a mother, a grandmother, a great-grandmother 3 times over, and very much a family person. I grew up with family all around me. So family was kind of a natural transition for me, going from my family to others, and it was a privilege that they allowed me into their lives.
Samaritan started out as a small storefront neighborhood community center for adolescents by an Episcopalian priest in Astoria, Queens, named Damien Pitcaithley, and then was joined by a volunteer named Richard Pruss. Today, Samaritan has over 60 sites spread out through the New York State area. Each one of those sites has a history. In the center of that history are the stories of people, their lives, and the bridges they've created to help build a better life for themselves. This is a story of one of those families that built the bridges to return to the greater community as healthy, contributing members of society.
Hola, mi nombre es Bierka Luna y soy la madre de Aracel. Fui víctima de violencia doméstica. Por ese motivo llegamos de Gloria House. Me habían hablado tantas cosas malas de los shelters que yo tenía mucho miedo. Pero desde que llegué a Gloria House sentí ese calor humano hacia las personas, ese apoyo, ese deseo de ayudarme, de ayudarme a salir del hoyo donde yo estaba, porque no solamente se limitaron a darnos lo que ellos debían de darnos, no, ellos fueron más allá. El equipo humano de The Gloria House siento que fue más allá. A pesar de lo demás, tratando de hacerlo como una familia normal. Siento que ellos me dieron toda la herramienta necesaria para yo seguir adelante.
When I came to Samaritan, that little building, that Richmond Hill building that was formerly a factory, there was an energy in there and a sense of purpose, and you couldn't be there for very long without feeling it. And I got hooked. I loved it.
Gloria provided something that came from within, and what Gloria did for Samaritan was gave families hope.
There was a need for families to understand what treatment was, not just to drop off their kid or their family member, but to actually learn about treatment, because some families could sabotage the treatment process if they didn't really understand it.
The program, if it had a philosophy, would be that addicts typically have what I would call a drug solution. Family members end up with the drug problems. Gloria was the answer to those problems. She was the shoulder to lean on. She was the person to ask, what do I do when? How do I do this? And she stayed with them. In fact, there are several people that she's still in touch with today, 30, 40 years later.
Si yo no hubiese llegado a The Gloria House, siento que no hubiese podido salir adelante. Hoy somos una familia que estamos, siento que levantándonos.
To know that they could come into some place that was named for me and find peace. It's my legacy.
Please welcome Gloria Benkowitz.
You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful.
Oh, those lights are gonna blind me. Good evening. Mr. Netburn, Ms. Taylor, Mr. Kaplan, members of the board, friends, and my dear family. During my years at Samaritan, I planned and directed many special events, but I never thought of myself as an honoree. It's quite overwhelming. It's difficult to realize that 48 years has passed since I entered that Richmond Hill facility for the first time. There were no luxuries there, furnishings from the Salvation Army. Staff were few, but I knew that something good was happening there. I was privileged to work with families for all of my Samaritan years. In order to visualize that period of Samaritan's history, when we were Samaritan Halfway Society, I'd like to take you back to our formative years and family's involvement. It was 1959, and the national epidemic of drugs was just beginning. In Astoria, Queens, an Episcopalian priest, Father Damien Pitcaithley, was providing a safe haven and counseling for adolescents in the basement of his church. It was a struggle to find a suitable location for the program. Encouraged by donations, and finally a government grant, the program did move to Richmond Hill. Angry neighbors picketed us for months, but there were also those who wanted to help. This was the first role of friends and family. During these chaotic times, families gathered to see what they could do. Telephone calls, letters, actually marches on Albany and Washington, financial support, even plumbing and carpentry. Families desperate for treatment for their kids filled the gaps where government funds were not available. In the 60s, Richard Pruss and Sylvia Simowitz came on board as volunteers to assist Father until there was funding. When Father retired in the early 70s, Richard became president and Sylvia executive vice president. Samaritan's early growth was due to their vision, commitment, and untiring efforts. In 1975, I was hired to assist Sylvia, who became my mentor. She had been reaching out to families from our earliest days until she retired in 1983. I believe it was no accident that led me to Samaritan, for I was about to enter a significant phase of my life. I was entering the world of the Samaritan family. The Samaritan experience for me was never just a job. I looked forward to meeting with families and preparing for each special event. The very first responsibility I was given when I came into the family was to plan our annual graduation. Just prior to my retirement, I planned and celebrated our 30th graduation ceremony with all the joy and pleasure that one has in celebrating the success of a family member. This was never just a job. In the early 1980s, families asked for a formal setting that would permit them to resolve issues and share their feelings. To meet their needs, I focused on developing the Family Support Program. And in 1982, we launched weekly evening support groups to accommodate families. Among my memoirs, I recently found something I wrote in 1988 after an Ellenville Family Day. I'd like to share it with you. As I walk around to meet and greet the folks, I am keenly aware of this unique family, the Samaritan family. Diverse though they may be, changing constantly, but still so familiar, warm, and comfortable. For some, there is a language barrier, but everyone understands a kind word, a smile, a handshake, an embrace. An honor and the highlight of my Samaritan family work came to me in 1992 when I was invited to speak at the 15th World Conference of Therapeutic Communities in Venice, Italy. Topic: the evolution of family services at Samaritan Village. I take great pleasure in seeing the ongoing growth and commitment of Samaritan, now Samaritan Daytop Village. I am grateful for the privilege of being a part of Samaritan's developing years and the opportunities and support to pursue new ideas and to reach out to families, volunteers, and communities. For 60 years, Samaritan continues to be the place where good lives. The humanity of Samaritan, the mission of Samaritan. The love I found in this, my chosen extended family, has enriched my life. I thank you most sincerely for this heartwarming honor.
You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me.
Thank you, Jay, and congratulations to Gloria. Now, please join us in welcoming comedian Chuck Nice for this year's Pledge Moment.
How are we? Good evening. How are we? Come on! How we doing? This is a celebration, my friends! This is a celebration. First of all, Gloria, that was just, first of all, let me just say this. I am here to turn our gala into a fundraiser. And I should have just had Gloria ask you for money after that. Because that was incredible, that was unbelievable, and God bless you, your efforts, and all the service that you have rendered over these many, many years. You are wonderful, and we appreciate you, Gloria. It's fantastic, and I am here, and I say this without compunction, and I say it proudly. I'm here to ask you for money. And I think it's a great thing. Let me tell you something. Asking for money can be very, very uncomfortable. And I know. I had to ask my wife for some money just yesterday. And it was my money. And I still had to ask. But the truth of the matter is, I am delighted, I am proud, and I am happy to come before you and make an ask on behalf of this more than worthy cause. And this is your chance right now to support Samaritan Daytop, and we ask you to continue partnering by texting your pledges. So here's what I'm going to do right now, because we are stronger with you. And I'm going to do something I have never done at any of my shows, that is for sure, and that is, please take out your phones. Something that, I would never say if I was on stage. Take out your phones. And I mean that, get your phones out, because that is how we pledge. We're going to pledge electronically. And what I want you to do is, on the table, you will see a card, and on that card, there's a QR code. And what I need you to do, if you have an iPhone, you can just point it, and it should recognize a QR code automatically, and it will take you to the website. If you have an Android phone, like I do, you'll have to go into your drop-down menu, just pull down the settings, and then you find the QR, and then you hit that, and then go ahead and point it at your thing, okay? So once your reader actually does that, we're going to allow you to go ahead and pledge. Now, let me just say this. Over 33,000 individuals benefit each year from Samaritan, their life-changing services, including specialized programs for veterans, which you heard earlier in the video, for seniors, for children, and for families, most importantly, what you just heard from Gloria, all across the 5 boroughs of New York City and Long Island and the lower Hudson Valley. And with your help tonight, even more individuals and their lives will be changed. And one of the things that really touched me about this organization is the work that they do with drug addiction and mental health. Let me tell you something. Everyone in this room, your life is touched by drug addiction and mental health. Whether you know it or not, it has been. And this entire country right now is going through a crisis, a drug and mental health addiction crisis. So the work here has never been more important. And, personally, I was struck by the great work that is done here, because I wish I had it in my life growing up. You heard Sweet Tea, one of our hip-hop founders earlier, who works for the organization, talk about having alcoholism in her family. I, too, had an alcoholic grandfather, and as a kid, we thought it was, kind of fun and cute, because he was always the life of the party. Always, your grandfather's crazy, and he used to drink and get very loving. Really, Chuck, come over here, sit on my lap. Sit on my lap, Chuck. So one day you're going to be too big to sit on my lap. And then I would say to him, Grandpa, I am 30. But the reason why I say I wish we had Samaritan is because my grandfather drank himself to death. Why? Because it was a mental health issue, and we didn't know it at that point. And that's how real these problems and issues are. And the fact is that we are solution-oriented. We're not problem-oriented here, we're solution-oriented. So what I want you to do is go to the app, and I am going to pull up what you give, what it will do, okay? Can I just pull this up and say, all right, I would love, and I can't see the screen. Do we have, nope, okay. So $10,000 supports the move-in for bedding and toiletries, cooking, furniture for families who are moving out of shelters into their own apartment. How wonderful is that? Can you imagine the joy that a person has after being unhoused, being able to move into a home and then receiving the kind of help that a $10,000 pledge will give? Do we have $10,000? Do we have a $10,000 pledge? Has one come in yet? I can't see the screen from here, so you guys got to help me. You know, what we're trying to do here is actually surpass last year's pledge give, so and I'll never be back if we don't. So if you care anything about me, the other thing I want to say is I want 100% participation tonight. It doesn't make a difference. Do we have $10,000? I can't see it. Yes, yes. Oh, we got a $5,000 pledge. Okay. That is, I'll take that. I'll take that. Who is that? That's Mitchell Netburn. Mitchell! I love you, Mitchell. You're fantastic. Look at that. $10,000 can support the move-in kits. $5,000 would just, if you want to be like Mitchell, which who does not want to be like Mitchell? $5,000 supports renovation, toys, gardening supplies, and other playgrounds for Binky's backyard and outdoor space at Gloria's house. So that's, if you want to match what Mitchell did, that's what $5,000 does. And I can't see if we, yeah, we. Anonymous, what is it? What's the number there? 20,000. Whoever you are, you better be glad you're anonymous, because I would come out there and kiss you right now. Yes, I would. So that's $2,500 supports items for young mothers, such as baby formula, diapers, wipes, and clothing for babies and children. So if there's one among you who has a $2,500 pledge, or maybe there's two among you who would like to combine your efforts and make a $2,500 pledge, that's what this does, okay? $1,000 can support personal coats and winter garments for families living in shelters, such as Gloria's house. Please make sure. I don't see a lot of phone action happening right now. Is it me, or am I missing something? You know, am I missing something? Okay, all right, good. Are the pledges coming in? Because, you know. All right. All right. What do we got up there? What do we got up there? Is that Tri-State with the 12th? Oh, man, fantastic. God bless you, Tri-State. I guess I'm going to have to switch my companies right now, because that was wonderful, what you just did. And $500 can support. Now, listen, this is, this is really, what just happened? What just happened? What do we got? We got, what's that? Gail 500. That's fantastic. I love you. Okay, I wish I had a monitor right here so I could see what's going on. But at the same time, I kind of feel like it's like a mystery for me. I feel like I'm at a dinner theater. This is amazing. Like you guys are the dinner theater, and I have to figure out what's going on. Okay, this is very important. Uh-oh, what just happened? Was that Bayrock? Is that Bayrock? Way to go. Bayrock, give yourselves that's 15,000 from Gabe. Fantastic. God bless you. Okay, we're doing really good here, people, okay? So, but those of you who are just looking at me, you should be typing on your phones. That's what I really want to see. I don't want to see you looking at me. I want to see you typing on your phones. That's what I would like to see, because I want 100% participation. What is that? Oh my goodness, Sterling! Where are you, Sterling? Can I hug? God, get up. I'm just hugging you from here. I'm just hugging you from right here, Bubba. I love you. That was fantastic. Okay, all right. Let me just tell you what $500 can do, because this should move you. Overdose prevention and outreach services, including the distribution of Narcan, drug test strips, and offering treatment and recovery services. And you see how important that is. By the way, Narcan is such a lifesaver, people. It is a revolutionary lifesaver. Do you understand what Narcan does? It is the difference between someone ODing and never being on this earth again to someone coming back and then getting treatment and then turning their life around and then helping someone else turn their life around. That is what we are doing here tonight. That is what you are doing here tonight. What I look at when I look at what we're doing here tonight, I love the cosmos and I love space. Anyone who knows what I do for a living knows that that's part of what I do. And I speak to a lot of astrophysicists. And one of the greatest things about space is the fact that anything traveling in space will just keep moving. It will just keep on its trajectory no matter what happens. It'll just keep going until it encounters something that changes its trajectory. And that's what we're doing here tonight. We are changing the trajectory of lives. And when you help change the trajectory of lives, you help change the trajectory of our country, communities, and everything else that's attached to that. So, $250 can provide opportunities for veterans to... Okay. Dwight! Fantastic. Dwight Johnson, thank you so much. $250 helps provide opportunities for veterans to participate in... I don't think you're cheering for the veterans right now. What just came up? Who is that? Jay? Jay! I love you, Jay. It's fantastic. Guys, come on, this is fantastic. Get involved. Don't you feel it? Do you feel it? Let's make this happen. All right, $100 can provide educational materials, including books and learning and activities for children living in shelters and supportive housing. So listen, those are all the things, but here's the real issue. It doesn't make a difference what you give, and I mean that when I say that. What makes a difference is that you give. It doesn't make a difference. And when I say I want 100% participation in the room tonight, I mean that. And I know some of you have already bought tables and you bought tickets. I don't really know how this works. I don't even ask. However, here's the way I look at when it comes to something like this. Giving, it should hurt just a little bit. Seriously. It should hurt just a little bit. That's when you know you gave. When it just hurts a little bit, but then it feels good. You know, it's almost like, you know, a dominatrix. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from. I forgot the room I was in. That was probably not the right metaphor to use. But you get the idea. You know what I'm saying? If it hurts just a little and it feels good afterwards, it's like the gym. There you go. That's a better one. It's like going to
to the gym. You didn't want to go, but then you went, and it hurt while you were doing it, but afterwards you felt so good. That's what we're doing here tonight, and that's what I need from you guys right now. Is that okay? Can we do that? Are you with me? It's fantastic. How much time do I have? Am I out of time? I've been out of time. I have been out of time, haven't I? Because I always run over. I'm sorry. I get excited. I don't know where we are. I don't know. What's that? We're at 8:19. 8:25. Look, 8:19. Can we get to 8:25? Come on, guys. Maybe you already gave once, but maybe you already gave once, but maybe you're just like, you know what? It's not going to kill me to give an extra $100 right now. It just won't kill me. You know, where's my phone? I'm going to give. And I've never done that. No, I'm joking. I give all the time. I do not have my phone, but take 8:19. Where we go? We went to 8:22. We went to 8:22. It's working. 8:22. And I tell you what we're going to do. Take 8:22, whatever, add 500 to that, because Chuck Nice is giving $500 right now. Okay? There you go. There you go. And I will make that happen as soon as I get back to my seat. And, you know, if you want to come over and watch over my shoulder when I do it, you can do that. Okay? Because I'm 100%. That's going to happen. Okay. All right. How much time do we have? I know I'm out of time, but can we get to 8:25? That'd be amazing. Come on, guys. Okay, tell you what you could do, too. And I'm going to have to leave, but I'm going to leave you with this. Let's not keep this in this room. Whoa, what happened? We went to 8:23. I'm reading it backwards through the window here. That's cool. I'm looking at the reflection in the window here. We went to 8:23.5. Come on, guys. We got like, what's that, $1,500? That's nothing. That's nothing. Yeah! 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 That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Oh man. Man, you guys, I'm taking this tie off right now. I'm telling you right now, you guys are amazing. I love you all so much. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Samaritan, for all that you do. And let me just leave you with this. We don't have to let this in this room end right here. Everybody in this room has a friend. Everybody got a friend who has some money. And they are not here tonight. So here's what you do. You text that friend, and you tell them, you know you're going to hell. I'm going to help you not do that right now. I just gave this much money to Samaritan Daytop. I need you to match that. That's what you do. Text a friend that you know has some money. Tell them to match your donation, and let's get that number even higher. I love you. God bless you. Good night.
Turn the rhythm up, don't you wanna just come along for the ride? Oh, my outfit's all tight, you can see my heartbeat tonight. I can take the heat, baby, best believe that's the moment I shine. Cause every romance shakes and it bends, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't.
All right, big round of applause for Chuck Nice. I thought I was going to donate $250. I ended up doing $500. Thank you, Chuck. Yeah, do it. I'll be back. Keep those pledges coming, and use your social media. I've been tweeting and using Threads and Instagram to let everybody know. Every donation helps Samaritan Daytop assist more and more people in need. You can continue making pledges throughout the night. Please do that. No amount is too small. We can change the lives of even more people with every dollar that you donate. Let me direct your attention now to the screen. We're going to introduce our final honorees of the evening. Unfortunately, the Jacksons could not be here, but they sent us this video.
Good evening. I'm LaTanya Richardson Jackson.
In case you don't know, I'm Samuel L. Jackson. It's unfortunate that we can't be there with you all tonight in person. We're so glad to support the mission of Samaritan Daytop Foundation. It's a privilege to be honored alongside my wife, LaTanya. Samaritan has been around for more than half a century now, providing vital help to thousands of people each year, whether they're young or old, individuals or families. They provide the homeless with shelter and a way to get back on their feet, and veterans are welcomed into the community and given ways to integrate back into daily life and thrive. It's Samaritan's veterans that we had the pleasure of meeting when I was acting in the piano lesson directed by LaTanya, which makes this event more special. I was able to see and talk with some of the people directly impacted by the good that Samaritan does, and to know that they came to see our play was really awesome. Samaritan tackles so many issues that are important in our community, including drug epidemics, systemic racism, and more. For these reasons and so many more, it's an honor that we accept the heartfelt award. More importantly, Samaritan, keep up the good work.
Please welcome back Mitchell Netburn, and accepting for the Jacksons is their niece, Bridget
Good evening. As some of you already know, Sam and LaTanya could not be here tonight to accept this award, and they asked that I come in their place. I've been very fortunate to call them my family. They just do really tremendous work. So first, I just want to take a moment and say, God bless you, Gloria. It was such an honor to just hear your story and to hear about all the good work you've done as an honoree tonight as well. We want to say congratulations to Samaritan Daytop on your extraordinary work. Your achievements in becoming one of New York's largest health and human services nonprofits. The services and assistance you provide are invaluable. They're extremely necessary as they benefit so many people, from families and children to those without homes and substance abuse survivors. Sam and LaTanya are incredible people who use their gifts to support important causes, including this one, and empower others. So it goes without saying they give to so many unceasingly and without any ask of recognition. I can't think of better people to receive this heartfelt award, because they truly do put their heart into what they do and give their most heartfelt efforts. The world would truly be a better place with more philanthropists of their caliber. So it's a pleasure to know them, and I know that you will continue to put in the work to support others, whether it's through art or philanthropy. Please accept this token of appreciation from them. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Bridget. And congratulations to LaTanya and Samuel and Gloria. And thank you so much to each and every one of you for being here tonight to celebrate Samaritan Daytop Village. I hope you feel as inspired as I do after seeing and hearing about the impact this organization has made on veterans and seniors and children and families all across New York. There's a lot of work ahead of us, as you know. If you have not pledged already, you can still do so. We urge everybody to do so. Again, no amount is too small. Now, there is a dessert party for everybody to enjoy. For those who need to leave now, you can get a few bites to go. The rest of us will be here and snacking out on the dessert. Thank you again for your support. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next year.